All right. What's up, everyone? This is Jose Trujillo, world's greatest living artist. I'm here in my car. I'm picking up my son from school, and I just had a little bit of time here to talk to you, beautiful people. So might as well get to it. Hello, guys. I'm talking to you about something I'm really excited about, which is my commission special. I've been offering this commission for a couple of days now. It's a special that I run from time to time, not always, just because it takes a lot of me, right? When I paint commissions, I really put everything in there, and so I try to keep the number limited. So yesterday I started offering it. I believe it was yesterday, and I said I can only take 10 commissions, okay, at a time, from the commission specials. The commission that I do normally goes, a 16 by 20 goes for $1,200, and right now I'm doing it for $250. Some people say, man, that's crazy. Why would you do it for $250? Well, because I'm crazy like that, okay? Let's just put it that way. I said that there was only 10 spots for the commissions, and 4 are already, I believe it's 4. Was it 4? Yeah, there's 6 left only. 6 spots left. Right now I just got another email, so I think there's 5 spots left now for the commissions. It's a really cool deal, guys. If you love my work, if you like what I do, if you been following me for a little while and you see the type of paintings that I do, it's a great deal to get one of my commissions, one of my 16 by 20 inches oil and canvas. This is stretch canvas commissions for $250. This could be anything. This could be a portrait of you, a portrait of your spouse, a portrait of your I don't know, your dad, your mom. This could be a portrait of a child of yours. This doesn't have to be a portrait. This could be also a landscape. Maybe a farm. You know, that I don't know. A lot of people have seemed to grown up in farms or farmland, or they visited fields when they were kids. This could be a seascape. I don't know. Maybe you used to go fishing with your pops. Maybe, I don't know. You know, just so many different things. And once you start thinking about it, you start realizing, oh man, like I've always wanted to have the first house that I ever bought painted. I get a lot of requests for those, or pet portraits, right? Or childhood portraits. You know, I really love this photo of mine when I was a child, and I think it would be really nice to be captured in an expressionist type of way by a painter like myself. About that, the internet went a little funky, but this could be so many different things, guys. You know, it's a great opportunity. It's a great opportunity for you and for me to explore new themes, but it's also a great opportunity for you to have something that it's an heirloom. You know, a commission, it's not something that you, for those of you who don't know what a commission is, it's basically a custom painting, right? It's a custom piece. But a commission is not something that you bought at a store. This is why the price is so much higher. When people ask me, why do you have this painting, the 16 by 20 painting over here at, I don't know, $600, and you're charging $1,200 for a commission? Well, a commission is something that they're asking me specifically. It's not something that came out of my mind only, but it's something specific for someone. And then I have to sit there and create that for this person. A commission is not something that you buy off the rack, you know, off of the shelf. It's something really special. It's something very personal. You know, it's oftentimes I even get nudes, right? Commissions of nude paintings. Someone wants, you know, semi-nude, nude painting of them, or you know, their spouse or whatever, and it's something very personal. It's something personal, right? Someone wants a commission of a portrait of their deceased father or uncle or grandmother, right? It's a very personal thing. It's not something that you go to my website and you say, well, I'm going to bid on that 99-cent auction. right, on eBay, or I'm going to buy that painting that's on the shelf, which there's nothing wrong with that, but it is not a commission. It's different, right? So this is why it's priced higher. For those of you who are questioning or maybe wondering, man, why does he price his 16 by 20 canvas commissions of $1,200 and something that's not a commission off the shelf, that same size is, you know, sometimes 600, sometimes 900, depending. Why is it that? Mike says you have to match what's in their mind. Exactly. You know, in a way, using my own style, using my own ways, but I have to really hit home with them, right? I have to hit home. Someone asked me to paint their little child, their little boy playing in the sand and next to the beach, right? I have to make that special for mom, right? It can't be just something that I imagine. It has to be something special for mom. So it's a much more personal thing. Again, using my style, right? Using my style, the way that I paint, my colors, my loose brush, which is now becoming more and more known, right? The people are getting to know more of my brush. I get people telling me, "Oh, look, I can spot a Trujillo painting, you know, a mile away. I can spot a Trujillo painting." That makes me really happy, because that means that I'm branding myself, right? It's no longer I'm one of the bunch, right? Now people can actually spot my paintings. People tell me all the time, man, I was scrolling through Facebook the other day, I was on YouTube or whatever, man, I can spot your paintings miles away. Like, I love that, you know? And they love that too. People that collect my work, of course, that means something. What does that mean? That I'm branding myself. It means that if you buy a commission today for $1,000, or the special, right, for $250, less than a quarter of that, it means that you have something that is going to go up in value as time goes by. Now commission is not just, again, it's not just a painting that you buy off the shelf. It's something that you actually get to keep and cherish for years to come. It's an heirloom. It's a family heirloom. Imagine growing up having this commission of whatever it is, right? A landscape, your puppy, your cat, a portrait of you. Maybe you want to see how I look, you know, how I look at you and express you through a selfie or photograph that you have of yourself, and you want me to capture you in the intense colors and intense brushwork that I do into a portrait. Imagine having that and growing up with that and then passing it out to your children. Imagine that. And the legacy that carries, you know, like, man, I had this portrait done when I was younger, or I don't know, your children have it and they pass it to their children, and your legacy goes beyond a photograph. You know, so many of us have photographs, and photographs are not even retained anymore, because we use digital photographs. A lot of us don't even have that. I mean, Facebook has to remind us, right? You share this memory 2 years ago, or I don't know, 5 years ago, or whatever. Facebook's actually the photo album today for many of us. It's not even the phone, right? For many of us, it's still the phone, right? We use the phone, but remember that back in the day, the times that we used to have, I don't know, depending on your age, right? Polaroids or those little disposable camera. I used those when I used to be a musician. Every time I went out, we had those little disposable cameras, and people don't say photographs anymore. Why? Because we're not using let's call it hardware, right? We're not using tangible photos. They go up in a cloud somewhere. Whoever understands what cloud is, and they don't get passed down unless you go and have it printed, you know, really nice, large, and put on a frame. And even then, it's still a photograph, right? It's still a photograph. Nothing wrong with a photograph. There's nothing wrong with it. But when you see a photograph, unless it was taken by a professional photographer, we really don't pay that much attention. You know, we really don't. I mean, let's be honest. Unless it was taken with proper lighting, and you or your entire family is, I don't know, wearing the same clothes, and you have those really nice family portraits. Unless that's happening, we really don't pay much attention to it. And they cost just about the same as a local painter or an online painter like myself creating that for you. right? They cost just the same, but it's so different. I mean, you're talking about an original painting. You know, you're talking about an original painting, something hand painted that you didn't buy in one of those websites that they shipped out from overseas somewhere, who you don't know who the artist is. You know, how cool it is. How cool, I sounded like Yoda. How cool is it that you get to see me talking online, sharing my videos, sharing my content, and you know who the artist is, and then I create something for you that your family keeps and cherishes for, I don't know, years to come, many years. So many artists are conflicted with this idea because they're like, well, how long is the painting gonna last? I assure you, the painting is gonna last longer than you, your children, and your children's children. The paint lasts so long, regardless of the type of materials you use today. You know, and I'm a professional artist. I don't use bad materials. I use materials that I know are gonna last. I just know that. You know, I didn't. This is not my first rodeo. I didn't start yesterday. You know, so Mike says there's energy in a painting. You can feel it. Absolutely. I mean, this is why we go to museums. Why do we go to museums? Why do you want to see a Monet? Why do you want to see a Monet or a Van Gogh in a museum? Why don't you settle for the digital photograph on your phone that someone else took? Why don't you go to the Met.com and see the photograph? Why do you want to see it in front? Why? There's a special energy, right? That you can only presence that when you're actually there. This is what original art carries. For those of you who are artists and who are looking to learn how I do things, you should be taking notes about how I'm selling my commissions right now. So, anyways, guys, I started with 10. Okay, I offered 10 spots for the commissions. I started this yesterday. The commissions could be anything. This could be a portrait, a landscape, seascape, still life, fruits in a bowl, flowers, a pet portrait, a personal portrait. I won't do complete family portraits. I won't do like 2-3 portraits at a time. I can only do one portrait at a time. One subject, one person. If you have more than that, please email me or DM me and I'll work something out for you. We'll make it happen. But for this commission, for this special, it's $250 for a 16 by 20. The commission normally goes for $1,200. So I'm offering it to you for less than a quarter of the price. This is ridiculous. And I know I get a lot of, raised eyebrows and this from the artist community. I know I do, but I know why I do. I know what I do, why I do what I do. I want people to own my artwork. I want people to talk about my artwork. I want people to cherish my artwork. If that means that I'm going to cover most of the costs, then so be it. But I want you to own my artwork. It's important for me. It's part of my legacy. You know, if I share my work with you, and you get to keep it home, and you get to tell all of your family members and your friends that you have a painting, a special painting by the artist Jose Trujillo, I'm good for it. Hell, if I could send you this for free, I would. I just can't afford to do it for free for everyone. You know? I just can't. So I have to charge at least something for the materials and the shipping. Because I'm not charging extra for shipping. So $250 for a 16 by 20 oil and canvas commission, it's not just fair. It's ridiculous. Like, I'm literally giving it away. And I do this because I am committed. Yes, I am. I am committed. I'm committed to giving my artwork to the people. I want people to own my artwork. I picture myself as a Keith Harington. I just don't graffiti. You know, as a Basquiat, I just don't graffiti. And I wish I did, but I don't. I just don't know how to. I don't graffiti. I don't live in New York. I'm not tagging Samo in the. I'm not tagging Samo in the bus stops or not the bus stops. Let me hold this one. What do we call that? The metro. The metro? Is that what we call that in Spanish? The metro. I'm not tagging my name, you know. But this is what these cats did. They made their artwork available to everyone in the world, at least everyone in New York, or everyone in LA, or everyone in Chicago, or whatever. I'm not a street artist, but you know what? I'm an online artist. I feel like an online artist is the new street artist in my head, right? This is how I see it. I was able to identify that trend early on, and I want to make my artwork available. I just want people to have it. I don't know. I just do. It seems like it's my duty to do that. I don't know why. I want to send my artwork to as many people as possible, and I do it. And I do it in such ridiculous ways, where the new wave totally. I do it in such ridiculous ways that my wife often asks me, like, you know what? We're doing okay over here. I'm selling artwork to interior designers. I'm selling artwork on, those of you who see me on eBay, I do a lot of that. Those of you who see me on Etsy, I do a lot of commissions on Etsy. I do a lot of stuff in so many different places. And I've recently started coaching, by the way, right? Those of you who have gotten my coaching, thank you for that. I do coaching $300 an hour, and on and on. And my wife tells me, hey, dude, like, you don't have to give it away. We're doing okay. And sometimes, sometimes she reminds me, she's like, you don't have to give it away. We're doing okay. But she also understands, right? When we talk about it, and I'm like, I just want to send my artwork to people. I just do. I think that the more people have it, the better it is for all of us. And so I'm committed to doing this. And if you have been thinking about a commission, having a painting done. Now, maybe a 16 by 20, it's not something that you personally want to have, okay? But maybe share this video with a friend. I don't know. Or share the photograph that I have about commissions here on Instagram with a friend. Maybe it's not something that you want. Maybe you want something larger, Maybe you want something larger. I'll work something out with you. I was doing 30 by 40 inches. These are big canvases, right? 30 by 40 inches for $900. These are $3,200, $3,500 paintings that I have no problem selling. I still do a lot of gallery shows. I still do a lot of private collector shows. I still do a lot of that stuff. I sell to interior designers. I have no problem selling this. But if you don't want a 16 by 20, hey, let's make a bigger painting for you, and we'll still work it out. Because I want you to have my paintings. I want you to understand this. I am committed to getting the world to have my paintings, because I care about legacy. I don't care about, some people say, man, you're giving your paintings away. I don't care about that. What I care is that when I'm older or I'm gone, people can see a painting and say, man, that cat was a good cat. Man, that guy right there, he was making his artwork available when no one else was. When everyone else was trying to get as much money as possible for their paintings, he was actually making them available. He was making them available, in contrary belief of everyone else. He was making his work available. And that matters to me. Making my work available matters to me. I'm a big fan of making work available. This is what the Impressionists did. This is what Banksy still does. Banksy, everybody knows Banksy today, right? This is what he does, or they do, or the collective Banksy. I don't know how many people there in Banksy. If it's Batman, or if it's everyone, Robin and everyone else in there. But this is what they do. They make the artwork available. Chip says, just discovered you and your art a couple of days ago. Let me just say that your paintings are amazing, man. Watching you paint and seeing you, your enthusiasm inspires me. Thanks so much, Chip. I really appreciate that. That means a lot. This is what I'm talking about, guys. Like just sharing myself, sharing my process, sharing the paintings. It means so much to me. And so I cannot afford to send my paintings for free to everyone, but I can at least afford to make them so attainable that you can think about it and you can be like, man, should I buy a 16 by 20 canvas original painting, a commission from Jose Trujillo, and keep it for the rest of my life, and even my children will have it? And who knows, the cat's so crazy and he's branding so hard that the price and the value of the painting is definitely going to go up in a few years. Or should I go to the movies and have dinner and spend the $250 and have it gone by tomorrow, right? Which is, there's no problem with that. I mean, it's your money. You can spend it however you want, but I'm giving you an option here to have something original that you can keep for a very long time. And it's, I mean, you could keep a rock for a very long time, but you're actually going to keep something that you can cherish, and that every time you look at, it gives you something. It's a gift that keeps on giving. It gives you something. It gives you a little sense of peace. It gives you a little smile. It gives you a little happiness. It gives you something. And when you're gone, which I hope is no time soon, when you're gone from this world, your children or your family, your children's children, your legacy will continue to cherish that portrait or that landscape or that painting. They will continue to cherish it and will continue to keep on giving every time they look at it. What an amazing gift, man. I mean, I think about that, and it gives me goosebumps just thinking about that. This is how much I believe in my work. By the way, if you're an artist and you don't believe in your work as much as this, shame on you. You need to start believing in your work, because this is one of the reasons you can't sell it. You don't believe in your work. You need to believe in it. You need to be so sold on your work. It brings goosebumps to you. And when you talk about sharing it with other people, it blows your mind, because you know the impact that work is going to have on that family. So I'll leave you guys with that. If you want in on the commissions, there's only 6 left. Okay, 6 left. I started yesterday with 10 commissions. 4 are gone. There might be 5 left now, because one just sent me an email and they say they want it. So I haven't closed the deal yet. I haven't sent the PayPal invoice for the $250. But as soon as I do, it's going to be 5 left. And this is not one of those things where I say, well, there's only 10 and I'm going to start letting in more people. No, I won't, because I want to be fair. I want to be fair to people. I want to be fair to them, and I want to be able to let them know that this is real, that you're getting a $1,200 commission for $250, and the space is very limited. So DM me when you get a chance, and I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, take care. Adios.